I always really wanted to try the Krusty Krab pizza, just in case any of you care.
Yeah.
But I don't know why you would.
Welcome back to Everything and Nothing. This is episode number 11 now. Once again, we're on a roll and we're just going to get things straight underway today because today's episode is going to be juicy.
It's a big one.
There's so much stuff that's been going on and there's so much stuff we want to get into. But first, we're going to play a little game that I've made for us, this thing. So...
Wait. Should we address the elephant in the room that's my hair?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Maybe.
Yeah.
For anyone watching, my hair is now blonde and short.
Yeah, I mean, it was brown in the last episode, so you should have noticed it from then.
It went from long red hair to brown short hair to blonde, kind of dark blonde short hair.
Blonde, half ginger.
Maybe a little bit ginger, a little bit pink, a little bit red, lots of tones going on. But if any of you are just listening to us, go over to YouTube and take a look. Take a long, hard look at my hair.
Come watch us.
Because it's going to stay like this for a bit now. So really just take it in and get used to it, guys. But anyway, aside from that, let's get on to our little silly game.
Yes. So the game, I don't really know how to intro it in terms of, I don't know where I spawned the idea in from, but I've got a list of quotes here for you and they're kind of like stoic, kind of like motivational, like quote type shit.
Love it.
And you've got to determine whether they're a real quote or whether they're from SpongeBob.
Okay.
So some of these quotes are directly taken from SpongeBob.
Okay.
Because not like his character, just SpongeBob TV show. And some of them are real quotes, and you've got to discern which is which. Okay,
I feel like I don't want to jinx it, but again, for those that don't know, I am a massive SpongeBob fan. My childhood bedroom was yellow, had SpongeBob duvet covers, SpongeBob teddies, SpongeBob everything. I had SpongeBob clothing. I said in one of the old episodes, I used to watch the movie in different languages because I was so obsessed with it.
Oh, I think that's where it came from. Last episode when we were talking about the SpongeBob movie.
Yeah, I used to draw pictures of SpongeBob and Patrick and submit them to the Disney magazine, and it would get in them. By the way, my dad has one of them.
I remember you telling me.
My dad still has one of the magazines that my drawing got in. But my point being,
have you got a picture of that? By the way, I want to just. I'm not even for the pod, just for me. I just want to see it.
Probably, I must do somewhere. I mean, my dad definitely still has the magazine, like the physical magazine. I think my mum might have a picture of it somewhere, but yeah. My point is, I'd like to think I have some knowledge on SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Famous last words.
Yeah, that's what.
but SpongeBob comes out with some shit.
Yeah.
So
okay, let's get into it.
Just hit me with it.
So yeah, you've got to discern whether it's a SpongeBob quote or it's a real quote. I don't even know if some of the quotes are real, but some of them aren't SpongeBob and some of them are SpongeBob.
Okay, so it's either SpongeBob or like a motivational.
Yeah. So,
okay, I'm ready.
You'll never get what you want if you always let people step on you.
And does this mean that it has to come directly from SpongeBob?
No,
or anyone?
It can be in the show.
Okay, say it.
The SpongeBob TV show.
Fine, say it one more time.
You'll never get what you want if you always let people step on you.
Did someone say that to Plankton?
I'm not going to reveal. You've got to guess.
Because there has been parts in maybe the movie or at least an episode where he's been on the bottom of a boot. It may be, it's the SpongeBob movie. No, well, I don't know. I'm going for a tangent.
If they are SpongeBob quotes, by the way, I know where some of them are from, but I haven't got them all written down. So if you're like, oh, it's from here, it could be either or.
Okay, I'd like to think this is from SpongeBob, because I know that Plankton does get stood on, and he gets stood on, I'm pretty sure, in the SpongeBob movie. But I don't think this is from the movie because I've seen the movie too many times.
So are you guessing SpongeBob or not?
Yeah, because I don't understand in what other contexts they would say, don't let people stomp on you.
People always step on you. Like they're trying to one up you, like they're trying to step on you, say career-wise.
You're throwing me off now. Okay, I'm just going to go with SpongeBob because I feel like it could fit within the context of it.
You are correct.
Yes.
That one's from SpongeBob. I think I'm not sure if it is a movie, but the quote was, I think it's an episode actually, where Plankton's trying to manipulate SpongeBob to do things. And he says, oh, you'll never get what you want if you always let people step on you.
and he gets stepped on a
So,
lot.
good
And
guess.
I'm thinking of like
The fact you said plankton instantly, I was like, oh fuck, because I thought that was one of the like ones that are a bit less obvious out of the list. So I thought if you've got that instantly, then
right
fuck.
in my head, it's SpongeBob. He steps on plankton, and then he's like, and then he's dragging his foot along the gravel, and then plankton's going,
I know the episode, yeah.
and then he's like, oh, I stepped in something, and it's like not in something, on someone.
Yeah.
That's why I'm thinking. See, guys,
I think it was that
I
episode.
have knowledge. Next question.
Yeah, that one worried me to start with, but then you was like, not sure. If you got that, like, if you just guessed it like easy, definitely, then I was like, fuck, because some of these are a bit more obvious.
Context clues, Ben. Context
Okay,
clues.
I'm gonna pick a random one from this list. So we've got, which one should I do? I'll do this one.
Okay.
I need to compose myself. You can't control the current, but you can steer your own boat.
That's got that. Nah. That okay, right. That first of all, that's great. That reminds me of the one where it's like, oh, you know the DJ Ketema? He posted a TikTok, maybe even today or yesterday, and it was like,
Fortnite quarter 11.
No. It was like you can't control the waves, but you can alter your sails or something.
Yeah. Is it where the little kid says it? There's a little kid, he's like, I learned this, and he says that quote. I see that on my TikTok all the fucking time.
I don't know. But my point is that sounds like some bullshit like that.
So you're going not SpongeBob.
And I also don't, I feel like there's not many times where in SpongeBob they talk about the fact that they are underwater. Think about that.
Yeah. I mean, your memory of SpongeBob is better than mine, so I'll take your word
like
for
as
it,
in
but
when they're actually speaking about being underwater. Like it's not.
But they make like jokes and references and stuff that involve like the fact that they're underwater quite a lot.
Okay. I'm still gonna go with not SpongeBob. No. If it is SpongeBob, that's crazy after I just said
it's
that.
It's not SpongeBob.
I fucking knew. I knew it. I knew it.
Okay, right. So let me take that one off the list so I don't read it out again.
Okay. I'm too good at this game.
Why waste your time wishing for a Krabby Patty when you can just cook one?
The thing is, right, the fact that it has Krabby Patty and it makes me just think, oh, well, it's obviously SpongeBob. Because I'm like, would ChatGPT or whoever's telling you these stoic quotes think of Krabby Patties in that quote? But have you asked them to make them based around SpongeBob?
I don't know. I'm not going to give
You're trying to trick me.
I'm not going to give any clues. Is it SpongeBob or is it real?
But the thing is...
Well, I say real. Is it SpongeBob or is it not SpongeBob?
The only person that makes the Krabby Patties directly is SpongeBob because he's the fry cook. So someone's saying it to him. So he's wishing for Krabby Patty.
Could be Mr. Krabs that says it to him.
Yeah, or maybe Squidward.
Yeah.
He's a bit of a dick.
Squidward could be telling him to get back in the kitchen when he's out there annoying him.
Yeah, it could be the episode maybe when SpongeBob gets fired. Have you seen that one?
Yeah. I feel like I've seen like as much SpongeBob as you. My memory's just worse. So I don't remember them as well as you do. But I've definitely watched like at least the majority of the ones that were out when I was a kid. I used to come home from school every day and it'd be on like as I get in the door because I live like really close to school. So as I finish, it would run like 2 episodes of SpongeBob. I used to watch it religiously like every day.
Quick tangent. Have you ever played the SpongeBob Employee of the Month PC game?
No. Is that like one of the newer ones?
It's so good. No.
The old one.
I played this on my family like desktop computer. You know, like the kind of computers that like you run this shitty game and your laptop's literally about to blow up.
What did you have to do in the game?
Oh, so much. It was insane. It was absolutely insane, this game. And there's one bit that I always remember. And you're in this like rich neighborhood and you have to go and steal a golden coconut from someone.
Golden coconut?
So weird. And like you do all these tasks and then you end up in this wizard hut thing.
What?
It's so weird. The game is so strange. It's like a massive
I've never
fever
even
dream.
seen or heard of this game before. Anyways, with the guess.
I'm
Do you want me to read it again? Do you even remember what the quote is?
Why wish for a Krabby Patty when you could just make one?
Yeah.
I'll say it's from SpongeBob. I don't really know.
It's not. I made it up. Well, so a lot because some of them were so like if I was to do direct quotes and then they're real ones, it's like they will say words that SpongeBob doesn't even know exist. So it's very obvious. So some of them are edited. The real ones, some of them are edited slightly to make it a bit harder for the game.
Okay, well that makes it more difficult.
Yeah. But I got you with that one. Let me, I'm going to keep a note.
Oh, I can't believe I took the L on that one.
The next one. What am I going to go for this one? Sometimes we have to go deep inside ourselves to solve our problems. Is that SpongeBob or is
Isn't
that
there
not?
an episode of SpongeBob where, there's like an episode where they go inside SpongeBob's brain? Like, is it
There
maybe...
Yeah, the one where he's got the office inside, where the meme comes on, where the office inside his brain is on fire and all the files are thrown out everywhere.
Then I'm like, that feels kind of deep for SpongeBob. But sometimes they really do throw you off with some really obscure, deep thing, and you don't realize it as a kid, and then you see it as an adult, and you're like, wow.
Yeah, there was one
that really means something.
It wasn't
actually
a quote,
quite deep.
It wasn't a quote that would fit in this game, but it wasn't like a deep quote. It was a funny like adult joke one. I can't remember what it was. Oh, I was trying to find some quotes to put in the game, and I looked up like if there were some adult ones that like went over kids' heads at the time. And there's a bit in SpongeBob where there's I think it's like a seahorse ride or something like when you're outside like a supermarket and they've got the little, you put a coin in and it's
and they take they take the seahorse back with them.
No.
No, but I know what episode that is.
Oh, okay. Well,
I've seen it.
No, but no, I don't know. Anyway, this part I'm talking about, I don't know if it's SpongeBob or not. They go up to it with a coin and they can't find the coin slot. And go, where's the coin slot? And they put it in like the lower back of this seahorse and they put the coin and they go, oh, I found it. Puts the coin in and the seahorse kicks them like off the fucking...
That is such a good episode. Yeah, they take the seahorse back with them, I'm pretty sure. I don't know why, but I remember they end up
I think you're thinking of a different episode.
No,
because this isn't a real seahorse. It's a ride outside of...
Yeah,
of
I
shop.
know.
There's one where they take home a real seahorse in a different... Because SpongeBob wants to keep it and Sandy's like, you got to get rid of it.
Hold on.
Remember the green one? The big green seahorse? I remember it.
Yeah, but that is the one where it's a ride. Is it not?
Is it? No, I don't think it is.
Wait, are you thinking of the coin one? Is that this seahorse?
I don't know because I didn't see a picture of it, but it would have been one like that.
Well, I never.
Because it was like a little coin ride thing.
Yeah, you know what? I think there is two different seahorses. I think you're right. Because that's got a coin thing next to it.
Yeah, I don't even think
the seahorse I'm thinking of is this.
Yeah, that's the one where I was like, yeah, there is one they take home, and that's that one. But the one I'm referencing, I don't think is that one. Or maybe it is the same one. I didn't see a picture of it.
Well, anyway, I might be wrong, but that's a great episode nevertheless. One with the green seahorse where they ride it.
Anyways, back to the quote.
Read me the quote one more time.
Sometimes we have to go deep inside ourselves to solve our problems. Is that SpongeBob or is it not?
I'm just going to say it's not, but I don't know.
It is.
Fuck!
I think...
my gut was telling me I think it is, but
I think it was...
Where is it from?
I could be wrong on this part, but I think I remember it telling me it was from the episode. You know the episode where they talk like this after every word?
Yeah.
Where he's at the rock bottom. I think
that is the
episode.
Most stressful episode ever.
Yeah, I think it's from that
episode with the stupid bus that like comes forwards and backwards, and like
when you're putting your hand in the vending machine.
Yeah. Oh my god, that episode is so stressful. Well, it's from that episode.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, right.
Well, fake fan.
Right, on to the next one. So
go.
You don't need a license to drive a sandwich.
Oh, I know that. That's from SpongeBob. That's from the movie.
That is from the movie. Some of these are like obvious, but they're just funny quotes.
That's from the movie, and oh my god, that bit is so good in the film where they go to the oh my god, what is it? It's a boat, and it's what's it called?
The pirate boat you're talking about?
No, it's the ship pub. You know when? So SpongeBob and Patrick are in
I know
the
what you're talking
car.
about.
They go to the pub and then they have to get the key from this guy's back pocket who's in this pub.
Yeah.
And there's like punk thug fish that are like
I know
eating
what you're talking
nails.
about. I don't know what it's called.
And then they go in the bathroom and the soap dispenser lets off all the bubbles.
Yeah.
And they're going, no, in the thing, like popping these bubbles and like going crazy. And there's like, and then, oh my God. And then, sorry, I will be done in a minute. Then the bubble comes out into the pub and they line everyone up to figure out who blew the bubble. And they play Goofy Goober to see who sings it first to prove that they're like a pansy.
God, yeah.
And they go like, all bubble blowing babies will be beaten senseless by every something in the bar. And right at the end, as they're about to sing it, these like two conjoined twin fishes go, Goofy, Goofy, Goober, Goober, yeah! And then they like smack each other's mouths. That's such a good bit in the film. Anyway, they do get the spatula and they do drive off. And no, I'm not going to tell you the whole plot of the
Your
film.
memory is so fucked.
But it's that all bubble blowing babies will be beaten senseless by every something in the bar at the end. So good.
Oh, how the fuck do you remember that?
I've seen this SpongeBob movie a lot of times.
Yeah, I know, but that's crazy. Like, because this is the thing. When you're saying these things, so I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that, and you just remember every detail of it, and I'm like, yeah, that's insanity. Insanity. Anyway, on to the next quote.
It's my special interest, I fear.
Yeah, one of them.
One of them.
I literally can't even say this one with a straight face.
Okay.
I actually can't. I'm literally trying so hard. Fuck. Right. Can one consider mayonnaise an instrument if it cannot contribute to the harmony of creation?
Okay, well, I know. Okay, that's insane, first of all. Right. I know that is mayonnaise an instrument. That is from SpongeBob, right? Because I know that they're all sat in this room and it's Patrick that says that.
Maybe it's just a Mandela effect, though. Maybe that's what he actually says.
No, I know he goes, is mayonnaise an instrument? Like, I know that he does say that. So if Patrick, that's fake.
Yeah, because I told ChatGPT to turn that into like a stoic quote, and it turned it into, can one consider mayonnaise an instrument if it cannot contribute to the harmony of creation?
Imagine Patrick actually got up and said that instead.
Facts. Can someone edit that into SpongeBob, please? Like, do a little SpongeBob voiceover edit for us.
AI thing, that'd be so good. Is mayonnaise an instrument is iconic, actually.
Yeah, and it's the bit where he sits down after Sandy's just beating him up with a trumpet and his head's at the top of the trumpet, and he sits down and goes as he sits down because the handle like falls.
My God, I literally love SpongeBob.
SpongeBob is actually the best TV show ever.
SpongeBob is so funny and like it's just such an easy watch. I would still watch it now. Yeah,
when I was in America, and I was out there for work, so I was basically making new friends. And Caroline, if you're watching this, sorry. She's Christian, and her parents basically, when she was younger, didn't let her watch SpongeBob because they knew there's like rude jokes and stuff in it, stuff like that. So when I was like, I think I made some SpongeBob references at work, and I thought, I'm in America, everyone here like watches SpongeBob, like surely everyone's gonna know. I think I said something. She just looked at me like, what? And I was like, it's from SpongeBob, like thinking that, oh, that would jog her memory. She'd be like, yeah. And she just looked at me and said, oh, I've never watched SpongeBob, and my jaw dropped.
Honestly so sad because as a kid, SpongeBob was half my personality. as you can probably gather, like I was obsessed with, like I used to get my dad to like sit and watch it with me.
Oh, I never did that. I just used to love watching it myself. My brother used to watch it with me sometimes.
Yeah, so good. I haven't seen the other movies though. I've only seen the first one. I've heard the other one. There's at least one.
It's just two, isn't there?
I think a third one might be coming out.
There's SpongeBob Moving is the one where it's like, is it not SpongeBob Moving like out of water or something like that?
Yeah, and I haven't seen that, and I think I saw something about a third one being made, but I haven't seen the second one.
I think I've seen the second one, but I don't remember it if I have seen it.
The first one is iconic, and I almost don't want to watch the second one because it will just upset me. Anyways.
Let's go on to the
next question.
Third one. Okay. You can't wait for a miracle to happen. You have to make it happen yourself. Is that SpongeBob or is it not?
I have no idea. That's so generic. And I don't know what episode that could be in.
I also like, I'm not 1000% sure if these are all like word for word accurate. Like I think some of the words might be slightly adjusted, but it said it was a SpongeBob quote. I'm counting it. What's your guess?
I don't know. That sounds really generic. Like they could say it. I don't know what context or what episode it would be from, but I'll just say yeah, it's from SpongeBob, but I don't know.
You're right. Yeah, it is from SpongeBob. Okay, I'll do one more.
I would not have.
I have 4 more, but I'm just going to do one more because this bit's run for quite a while anyway.
Yeah.
It's on so many tangents.
Mm-hmm.
But let the Krusty Krab pizza remind us that true fulfillment lies in sharing sustenance with others. Is that SpongeBob or is that not?
Okay, well, if it's from an episode, it's from the Krusty Krab pizza episode where he drives a rock around.
It's not a rock. It's a boulder.
Okay.
Oh wait, no. Or is it a boulder, not a rock?
It's not a boulder. It's a rock.
Yeah.
It's like it's a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, that wording feels insane, but there's sometimes they come out with some weird stuff.
Is it SpongeBob or is it not?
Can you repeat it one more time?
Let the Krusty Krab pizza remind us that true fulfillment lies in sharing sustenance with others.
They would not say whatever the hell that word is, surely.
Sustenance.
What is sustenance?
Yeah, beats me. I don't know.
I like the do you know the song that he sings in that episode where it's like, and it ends in Krusty Krab.
Yeah, it's a Krusty Krab pizza song.
Yeah, pizza is the pizza, yeah, for you and me.
You actually hear that note? Damn, what the fuck?
Yeah. I always really wanted to try the Krusty Krab pizza, and I wanted to try Krabby Patties as well, but
that's cool. But is this SpongeBob or is it not?
Nah,
it's not SpongeBob.
Get
I don't know how you. What's the word? Even like considered it being SpongeBob for a second. I literally typed into ChatGPT, reword the Krusty Krab pizza song into a stoic quote. So
what is sustenance?
I don't know, but basically, yeah. Instead of saying it's for you and me, it says lies in sharing sustenance with others.
The reason why I was kind of like maybe they've just come out with some weird phrase in one of the episodes is because you know how like they sometimes do these really weird parts in the episodes, like, you know, and they have like a frame that's in like really loads of detail.
Yeah, like really HD.
Which was always horrible, by the way. Like they're the worst.
Like when he was sweating and it looked like a really dried out sponge. You see the one drip of sweat drop down him.
Awful. And I was just thinking like they do rogue things like that. Or like, you know, when they get that man in the gorilla suit.
Yeah, that episode. Oh my god, that gorilla suit episode with Penny and what the napkin thing? What did he call it? Was it a napkin? What did he call it?
I know what you're on about because he's got these few little friends that
and he has
like
the circle that he can't like step out of. Like the Mr. Beast challenge. That's where it originated.
Yeah.
He had Penny, Chip, and the tissue thing.
The napkin.
Yeah, it is a napkin, isn't it? Penny, Chip, and napkin.
I think so.
And it's like in the shape of his nose as well, because he blows his nose on it and it stays in that shape. Like a long finger shape. We're so good. Why do we remember so much about this damn TV show?
I'm pretty sure my dad's, just in case any of you care.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would. Like me telling my dad's favorite episode. I think my dad's favorite episode is the sea bear.
Oh yeah, that's a
where
great
you have the circle
well.
drawn around you,
and they're fighting over like the fire and shit. Like,
and then
it starts with Patrick and SpongeBob like fighting, right?
Yeah,
and they come together because of the bear.
Doesn't it end up attacking someone? Does it attack like Squidward or like something?
That's where
rogue?
the circle's from.
Yeah, I know.
It attacks them, but the bear can't get them because they're inside the circle. They drew in the sand.
Well, I'm pretty sure, guys, that's my dad's favorite episode. Actually, I really like the campfire song.
Oh yeah,
let's gather around the campfire and sing our campfire song. RCAMPFIRESONG song. And then you know how like Patrick has to say it really quickly.
I can't remember it. Yeah, that's literally me trying to remember that song. That's how my brain feels like trying to remember. That genuinely how Patrick tries to recite those lyrics is how I try and recite lyrics in my head of literally my favorite songs, even though I've listened to them about a million times.
I can't relate, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're literally opposite in that thing, and it grinds my gears. But that was SpongeBob or real? Or not Sponge? I don't even know what they call it. SpongeBob or not Sponge? Some shit like that.
That was SpongeBob or real.
Pretty fun.
Whatever that means.
Yeah.
SpongeBob or real.
Slightly inspired, I guess, by the Fortnite quote 11. And it's all this shit about like the Fortnite quotes and stuff. Anyway.
I really want to try Chug Jug.
You want to try Chug Jug? Yeah, fair.
There was something that made me think about it the other day. And I was
trying Krabby Patty. or Krabby Patty
No,
pizza?
there was something. I think maybe I was really thirsty and I was thinking like, how nice would it feel? They like get down on a knee and they have this big barrel of liquid and it's like that noise. I'm like, I bet that's so nice.
That nearly went so left what you were just
saying.
I know,
but I bet that's so nice. Like, like when you're really tired in the middle of the night and you think like chug jug.
Yeah, I think that all the time.
I woke up this morning quite hungover and I think a chug jug.
God, no,
a chug jug could have done me quite good this morning.
The chug jug is literally when you have a ice cold pint of water in the morning when you're hanging. That is a chug jug. If I've ever had one.
I woke up this morning like feeling pretty ill and I had a Lucozade and to me that was like a chug jug. Like a cold
Lucozade.
At least burp then. I fucking love Lucozade. Yeah, and that felt like that revived me. Anyway, sorry, I went on another tangent for like 2 minutes about chug jugs. Okay, right. Less about chug jugs. Kind of linking to what I'm thinking of with SpongeBob and Freak Bob. I had to explain to my friends the other day what Freak Bob was.
You have to explain to me last episode.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, from Freak Bob to Freak Offs, Twitter and TikTok, but mainly Twitter, has been going off on one about Mr. P Diddy.
Yes, Mr. P Diddy himself. And yeah, the whole, I'm not even going to explain the whole, there's better sources you can find all your info for it, but the Diddy situation, I'm sure you know of or have heard about it, even if you don't fully know what it is.
Well, Mr. P Diddy can't keep his PP diddler in his pants. Can he?
Mr. P Diddy keeps goddamn diddling.
Keeps diddling his pee. Put it away, love. 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Stop it, love.
God, yeah, facts.
That's a bit much. And these freak offs that he's having.
Yeah, what is this? I don't
know. I think it's just a massive orgy, Yeah,
you're just talking about the parties.
Basically just a massive orgy, but like there's also some like very illegal things, morally not good things happening in them.
And what I wanted to talk about on this is why the fuck is this just Epstein's list continued, but arguably also worse as well?
Well, because that's just Hollywood for you, isn't it?
Have you seen the list of... To be fair, I don't know what ones are real and what ones aren't. I don't know what the official list is, but I know there is one. And it's got like crazy names on it. Like,
well, I'm not surprised.
I'm pretty sure LeBron's one that has been like confirmed on this list. It's like been to many of the fucking parties. I've seen
names... Is Beyonce on it?
I've heard that name be thrown around. I've heard people like Lewis Hamilton shit be thrown around, which is mental. But there's also the thing of like... He had these weird freak off orgy parties or whatever.
Freak off sounds so dumb.
He had these freak off parties.
But like if you're gonna have some like massive weird orgy, like why would you be calling it a freak off? That is absolutely everyone who goes there is
freaks. And
yeah, fair.
And then but also would have just had like normal parties as well. So I think there's a lot of things where people are like, there's photos of this person at a party Diddy was at, and it's like it doesn't necessarily mean he's there to fucking do what they were doing. I
saw a picture of Kobe Bryant at one of his parties, and people were like, well, was it a party? Or was Kobe getting freaky?
Fuck.
We won't know.
We'll never know. But like the list of names that's coming out of that damn fucking story is crazy. But one thing that I wanted to talk about, I wish I had the proper details on it. So I'm only going to talk about it loosely. I don't know all the facts. I know this is a thing, but I don't know the ins and outs of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, Michael Jackson, right? Towards the end of his career, shit went a little bit south. Or was it the end of his? No, it's after he died, right? It's after he died, and a lot of shit came out.
Stuff came out. I think
about him diddling.
I feel like people knew about him diddling when he was alive, maybe, but it just got like swept under the rug.
Right.
But like since passing, it's all like coming out a lot more.
Again, I'm loose on the details here, but I think a couple TikToks on it. Apparently, in Diddy's house, where all this shit was going on and happening, him and Michael Jackson lived pretty close proximity. And apparently, there's literally a tunnel to his house dug from Diddy's house, right? And towards the end of Michael Jackson's career, when all this stuff started coming out, he was obviously denying it when it was about Michael Jackson stuff, saying he would never do this and all this kind of stuff. And I think he says somewhere, or there's something where he says something along the lines of like, kind of like, you should be looking like down the street, or like something like...
What? P Diddy said that?
Michael Jackson said that.
About P Diddy?
He never says about P Diddy,
but like in hindsight, it's implying it.
But because obviously there's been this whole thing of like people being silent about this shit's been going on.
Yeah.
where, kind of implying
you get
that.
shut up.
And apparently because of the Diddy case and apparently them finding that and like a few other things linking to like Michael Jackson stuff, the case about all that shit with Michael Jackson has been reopened.
Ooh.
Because of all of it. Because now it could act like, it looks like, because there's also the thing about, another thing that was to do with this Diddy shit as well. Have you heard stuff about Justin Bieber?
No.
Justin Bieber was apparently a victim of some shit that went down on one of these Diddy parties and
I
stuff.
know, actually, now that you say that, I see a lot of things on TikTok about how when he was younger, Justin was kind of like used and abused a little bit by a lot of older people, and like he was sexualized a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So in hindsight, like what you're saying now that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I've seen videos of him accepting awards and people like talking about how sexy he is when he's like a minor, or like, did you see, oh my God, Rihanna tweeted about him. I think it was in like maybe 10 years ago or something.
Yeah, I've seen it.
And called him sexy. And at that age, in that year, he was like, again, a minor. And I'm like, this is fucking weird. How did nobody think that was weird at the time? If someone did that now, you'd get like,
Facts.
you know,
I have something
you
to say
get
on
called
that,
out for
that's
it.
on a different topic. But
yeah, so that would make sense.
And and apparently it was all to do with like these fucking weird ass Diddy parties or people that used to go to them and all that kind of stuff. So that's another thing that's come out of it. And then also apparently there's a music video of one of his songs that he made that everyone's like, oh, this makes sense of like what he's talking about now type shit, or like all those details in that music video or some shit like that. But yeah, like the shit that's coming out and the fact that it's just like Epstein's list, who is just like, how hard is it to become rich and then not touch kids? Like literally, how difficult is it? Why is it a thing?
And then there's also
why is it just like you get rich and then now a paedophile?
Yeah,
like,
I know. And it's also like there's this whole thing about, again, I don't know how true this is. I might be sounding a bit like a conspiracy theorist, but you know, and they say a lot of rich kind of Hollywood celebs like drink children's blood.
I've heard this thing, yeah.
If that is true, what the fuck? Like you get rich and you want to start drinking kids' blood, like actually go to the mental hospital.
I think that's
weird.
I think that comes from though, like obviously it's been skewed or whatever, unless it is true. But isn't there, or there's some sort of like skin thing to do with like aging or like helping with aging or something, where it's just to do with like blood, like it's technically blood mixed with some other shit that you like almost wear as like, not a face mask, you know what I mean? Like put it on your face type shit. I think it sort of comes from that, or maybe that's part of this conspiracy thing as well. But yeah, that's a whole other thing.
So weird. But
yeah, this Diddy fucking Epstein list part 2 is literally mental. And obviously the details are all still coming out now as it is. But the stuff that's like, the repercussions of it are like mental. And like now he's like, Diddy in like prison as well now, or like jail or whatever it is like refusing to eat because he thinks he's going to get like poisoned, like kind of like the whole Epstein thing about how he's not dead and all this type of shit. Like, why does like, I don't understand how, because of all these celebrities that are coming out as being part of on it, like the shit with Justin Bieber, the shit with Michael Jackson and all the other celebrities, how hard is it to be rich and successful, whatever, and just not like kids? Like literally, why does it?
I don't get it. It always
weird?
comes out and it's so weird. Like so many celebrities just come out to be absolute weirdos. Proper weird. I prefer Freak Bob.
Yeah, yeah, much prefer Freak Bob over Freak Offs. That's for fucking sure.
Yeah, Freak Offs is not a bit of me. I don't support that, but I do support Freak Bob.
One thing I wanted to touch on though, because of you saying about the Rihanna thing, and you're like, oh, if that happened now, is there's a couple of them on TikTok, but there's that what's her name? Tasha, I've forgotten her surname.
Tasha what? Like from what?
She's on TikTok and she's like in her 20s. She's going to have a kid who's like 16.
I know exactly who you're on about.
Tasha, I know her name. I've forgotten it.
Hold on.
Tasha,
I know.
Oh, it's new something.
Yeah, I know exactly who you're on about. She's like 21, 22 with like a 17-year-old or something.
Yeah.
And like.
Yeah, and yeah, so she's like, for the people who don't know.
Tasha Newcomb?
Yeah, Newcomb. I'm just going to say Newcomb. It might be Newcomb or something. But Tasha Newcomb, right? For those of you that don't know, is like a 20-something-year-old TikToker who also, by the way, does OnlyFans. Who also, by the way, does OnlyFans and is dating. Right,
she's 21.
And
he is 16.
Dating a 16-year-old kid. And someone commented on her thing, right? Because they went on a podcast together and they was talking about it, and they go, and she was like, "Oh, like I lost my best friend because of it." Because obviously she was like, "Why the fuck are you dating a 16-year-old? What's wrong with you?" Kind of dropped her for that. And then they start talking about like her OnlyFans and stuff, and does it make him uncomfortable and shit? And everyone was like, he's not even old enough to be allowed to subscribe to your OnlyFans.
No,
and you're going out with him.
He can't even drive a car.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. Like all the things, and every time they go out and stuff, all the comments are just literally like. But also the thing that the reason I wanted to bring it up is because like it's actually disgusting and mental how if the roles were reversed, one fucking video he's in prison. She's literally like, it's like her whole TikTok page is like them two doing shit, going out on dates and stuff, and there'll be people defending in the comments. And also that was why I wanted to bring up the Diddy thing. That kind of links in as well. If the roles were reversed and stuff, right? Okay, sort of a loose link. Fuck. I've got something I really, really want to talk about. Actually, I might charge this bit because I don't really want to make a clip out of it. Because it's just like bashing on one other creator type shit, even though it is fucking weird. I think the thing is, if the roles were reversed, it would still go down terribly as it has done now. I think the problem is... Yeah, but I'm talking like police and shit would be involved. Like the guy would be in prison. No, he wouldn't, because it's legal, unfortunately. What, for 16 is the cut-off age. So like... That's the consent age, I forget that. Like morally, in my opinion, it is still wrong. But legally, it's legal. But that doesn't make it right. No. But the thing is, if the roles were reversed, it would be really bad. But it's still really bad as it is now. Like, you do get some comments of people defending her, and that is so silly. But you probably wouldn't get as many if it was a guy with a younger girl. People would just all be calling him a pedo. Yeah. But a lot of people do call Tasha a pedo. Yeah, they do. I just think it's weird because like if it's 5 years difference, I'm trying to wrap my head around it in the sense of like, let's say she's in year 9, right? That means that he would be in year 4. Yeah, there was like pictures. Like when she's 15, like he's 10. Yeah, there's 14 and 9. Picture of that exact thing when like I saw a TikTok of it come up the other day. Whereas literally like a picture of her and she was like 17 and he would have been like 12 or some shit or whatever the difference would have been. And it's like the difference is mental. It's like a year 7 and a year 11. Yeah, it's just crazy. Which is weird. Like if she could be going into uni at 18 and he'd be 13. He'd be like year 8. That's weird. It's fucking nuts, yeah. And I don't understand what she thinks she can find in him. No offense to this guy, but what can she find in him that she can't find in someone her own age? Why does she have to go for someone that young? And I think the reason why she's like, oh, he treats me so good, he's this, he's that, he's this, he's amazing, is because you're an older woman and he fucking loves it. Yeah. And she is an attractive woman. Yeah. Like, she's an attractive woman. There's nothing wrong with... But you can find those qualities in someone your own age. Facts. Because... I always think like whatever 16, like, you're still so young and impressionable. Yeah. He's not going to think that in that moment. When I was 16, I thought I was basically a grown adult. I thought I was on top of the world. I look back at that and I'm like, 16, you're still so young. Yeah. When they evidently break up because he'll realize what is that actually the fuck's going on, that is going to be scarring. Yeah. Because like when you're, I can understand it because when you're a fucking kid in fucking at his age, when you're a 16-year-old in year 11, year 12, whatever the fuck, and you're going out with a girl who's really attractive and she's older. Everyone's, oh, fuck yeah, this type shit. But like, not good, man. It just feels like, although it's consensual from both ends, it just feels really wrong to me. Like it almost feels like, and I know this is quite an extreme word, but it just feels almost a little bit like grooming. Well, yeah, it is. If it was a year younger, it is. Because although it's legal, it's just like whenever someone's arguing, so much younger than you, and I know their argument will always be like, but a 30 and a 35-year-old's all right. And I'm like, yeah, because when you're that age, you're both fully like developed. Yeah. Like 16 is still a developing young age. Like mentally, a 30 and a 35-year-old probably aren't that much different. 21 and 16 is pretty different. Yeah, I also think like I'm like a different person in those years. When I was at like when I was at college or whatever, I would even think if I was going to, or if someone's going to college and they're dating someone in uni, I think that's fucking weird. Even though that's not like, even on the moral line or whatever, like it's not, but it just is because your lives are so different. You know what I mean? Like and that is mad to me. But also like, if your argument is like, oh, your morals aren't the same as ours, but like it's legal, but might not be, your morals are different or whatever. It's just never a good look, is it? It's never a strong argument. It's never a good look. But speaking of like, if it was on the other way around or whatever, or like this things that actually weren't legal or whatever. Phillip Schofield. Have you seen?
He's on an island.
He's on an island now, right?
What the bloody hell are you doing, Phillip?
He's on an island now after all the shit that went down with him, like literally grooming that there's like some at the time or potentially 15-year-old kid or whatever, 15-year-old boy or whatever.
I wonder if he brought his elf bars with him.
Yeah, but yeah, it's on an island.
He was like, chugging away on those
doing
elf
a little
bars.
Bear Grylls. Here I am on the island. But what I wanted to say was, people, especially adults, right, and people that just watch the mainstream media, but then like it's usually adults and older people, and you'll get my point in a second, right? I watched a clip that was from, I think it was this morning, whatever, is it Eamon Holmes, whatever his show he does. They were talking, like the other producer he's with, like brings it up on the thing, and he, rightly so, was like, oh, like, kind of, I'm not word for word, but kind of like, how's this happened? Like, isn't he literally, to words of the effect, paedophile?
Yeah,
how
like
the fuck has he got his own show again on ITV, like protecting this guy that went on a big rant or whatever? People in the comments were like attacking Eamon for being like, oh, pot calling the kettle black. He left his wife and stuff. I was like, I'm sorry, right? I get leaving your wife, whatever, isn't great. It's not a crime. It's not anywhere near being compared to a fucking paedophile or a groomer.
Yeah.
How is he? And people not only just saying like, oh, like he's nowhere on got no grounds to talk from kind of thing.
It's not
like
the same
defending
level.
him. I'm like, how? Like, are you listening to what you're saying? People are so brainwashed by the stupid media. I've never watched the news. I never watch I don't even watch TV. I barely even watch Netflix, let alone fucking TV shit. But like, people that watch that shit and take it in, like, they literally hear a tabloid article, believe that shit, and then it annoys me so much. It's
silly because it's like, yeah, okay, fair enough. Like leaving your wife, whatever he did, like that isn't nice, but that is nowhere near the same caliber as being a pedo.
Everything him saying being rightly so and very valid about like calling him out.
Yeah, because like, why is Phillip
show?
Having a full-on show and like making more money and being back in the public eye? He shouldn't be glorified or, you know,
yeah,
like
it's insane.
He can't. He needs to understand the consequences of his actions and not continue to be rewarded and being put back in the public eye when what he did was wrong, and he would have known it was wrong and carried on doing it. Like he should not be put on a pedestal because I don't know.
Literally,
that is so silly. Like he has to face the consequences. So
seeing those comments actually
Phillip,
blew my mind.
I won't be watching, unfortunately.
Yeah, seeing those comments though actually blew my mind. I was like, how are you essentially defending Phillip by bashing this guy? Everything he said was rightly so about it. Whatever you think of the person, like.
And the thing is, if it was a random person who had done the same acts, those same people wouldn't be backing up them, would they?
No.
They just have this weird kind of cult following of people they see in the media and glorify them, even if they're shit people. Like, again, no offense, but like Beyonce, people see her as this queen, this like otherworldly goddess.
God, you're going to get us cancelled in this clip, but go on.
Sorry, but like in the end of the day, from what I'm seeing online, which may or may not be true, allegedly, she's getting in some not very good business and maybe isn't as great of a person as people think she is.
Yeah, there's a reason why people say never meet your idols, but...
Yeah, but it's all alleged, so don't cancel me and don't come for me and don't sue me.
Yeah, all of this stuff's alleged. Well, the stuff I was saying isn't alleged because it's just TikTok comments about something. But, yeah. Anyway.
One more quite serious topic. We'll say it's serious.
Well, yeah, this one is serious.
Yes, but you know, it's just another one that we have to talk about.
There's a lot of drama happening right now, so we're just kind of covering it, giving our little thoughts that no one asked for. And
we need to. And the thing is, guys, so TikTok influencer Mr. Prada got 4 million odd followers, big following. Used to make, well, actually still does make kind of like relatable, funny, kind of light-hearted content for the most part. Made a bit of a name for himself by like openly just finding videos that were already doing well, completely copying them.
Oh, really?
Posting them, and then they would always do better.
Damn, we should do that.
And he became like, it was kind of like a meme. Like he kind of was known for that.
Yeah.
Whether he intended to do that or not, I don't know, but he did. He was posting kind of normally, from what I could gather at least, until maybe end of last year, 2023. Then he kind of disappeared for a while, came back onto TikTok looking completely different. Like he had shaved his head and like parts were shaved and not. I think he might have even shaved his eyebrows as well. Kind of just like looked completely different and didn't really look like he was doing too well, to be honest. And his content was becoming a little bit weirder, like nothing too concerning, I don't think, but just a bit weird. Like he did some talking videos and he just sounded really uncomfortable and just the vibe was off. It was weird. Like something was obviously wrong. And I think mentally you could tell that he wasn't doing well. Jump forward to about a month ago now, so mid-September, he posts what we now know to be his last TikTok, which was just, again, some random TikTok about relationships. But he was reposting some weird stuff. Like, there were these weird kind of cartoony videos of a girl going around killing people and like...
The fuck?
Yeah, it was weird.
Why is that even a thing?
It was weird. And it was like a claymation thing of a girl protecting, I think, one of her friends and like going through and like killing all these men. It was kind of weird.
Jesus.
And the repost isn't there anymore. I don't know what happened to it, but it was up at one point.
Yeah.
And then basically he went MIA since that last post mid-September, and it has now come out. I found out on Twitter, first of all. Someone had tweeted that there was basically like a manhunt for him.
Right.
So there were these photos that
wasn't like we can't find him. Like
yes.
He's wanted for
so
this.
So there was reports, basically a body was found on the side of a highway, I'm pretty sure it was, like a body in like tarpaulin. And then the main suspect was who they believed to be this guy, Mr. Prada. They released some photos of him, and then I don't know where it happened, but they eventually found him in Texas, which I believe to be quite far from where it happened. Might be wrong, but I think it was quite
like
far.
Different state.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. And he was found, again, allegedly, I believe this to be true. He was found driving to the man that was killed. He was driving his car, like he took his car and drove off. And that's how they were able to track him. Because I think they managed to get some CCTV of him and like put him up as the main suspect. And now we cut to what actually allegedly happened. He's been charged with the murder of this man. And this man was his old therapist. So again, the context behind this is all alleged. It's not been officially confirmed or denied. But what people are saying online is that they've kind of people have done their digging, basically.
People put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah. And like
usually end up getting 5, but this one it seems like they've got 4.
Yeah. And the case, to be fair, I'll give credit, it does add up and it makes a lot of sense. People online, and again, I don't know if it's confirmed or not, but people online are saying that basically this therapist, and this is confirmed, has charges against him, basically like sexually assaulting patients, and like he's done some bad stuff. Whether he's been charged or not, I don't know. I'm not too sure, but they're definitely like on record of him doing that.
Yeah. What the therapist is?
The therapist.
Okay.
And what people have kind of found online is that I think he might have got charged or accused, I'm not sure, but he sexually assaulted one of his patients in 2015, who was an 11-year-old boy, and it links quite well. There's other like context to it, but to cut a long story short, it links to Mr. Prada's age, and he was Mr. Prada's therapist at that age.
Oh, so he's allegedly done that to him.
So the vibe is that he's allegedly sexually assaulted Mr. Prada at 11 years old, at a younger age. It's obviously kind of affected him mentally, and then Mr. Prada also has bipolar. He's openly admitted that and spoke about that on his videos.
Yeah, this is a case.
Yeah, and I think if he did murder this guy, it's probably because
that would have been the motivation.
He wanted him gone. Like
that was the motive.
He wanted him out the picture, basically. Yeah, really dark. He's been charged. Obviously, we don't know what the outcome of it is. Don't really know what's going to happen because
Goes to prison, hopefully.
Well, yeah, but I mean, as in like in terms of how long his sentence will be, because they'll take into consideration slightly the context of it, his mental health like issues and everything that's happened leading up to this point. But yeah, it's so bad. And he even made TikToks. I think again, I couldn't find it on his page, but I saw people post it on like their TikTok. He did a thing that made a video that was like it was like him pretending to have a mugshot taken of him and was talking about like this is the year where like if someone does me dirty, like I'm gonna end up here, that kind of vibe. And that's literally what's happened. Yeah,
because didn't you send me one where it was like, it wasn't the mugshot one, but it's something he made. It was like, it was something along the lines of like, oh, this is the year if anyone fucking tries me, like.
Yeah, and it's him like holding a thing and
they're getting put in the ground, basically. Not word for word, but words to that effect.
Yeah, and the whole thing's just really sad. Like, obviously, allegedly murdering someone is not okay.
No. But you can understand the
really,
motive.
Yeah, and it's really, the whole thing's just really sad because
it's all started from someone being in therapy ultimately and a therapist abusing their power.
Yeah, and then that's made them worse basically and just messed them up. And the whole thing is just really tragic. And I saw a picture of Mr. Prada's mugshot and he just looks so like stressed and like empty in it.
Yeah, you would be.
Yeah, and it's really sad. Like a lot of people on TikTok are like sticking up for him, to be honest with you. Like, as again, murdering someone is not it's not the way out. But like I think people just feel really like heartbroken for him.
Yeah, it's like a what's the word? When you like do shit on your own accord. What's it called? When you're
doing shit on your own accord.
Yeah, like taking like justice into your own hands. It's a word for like a person.
Don't know.
But, oh my god, it's like Batman and shit. Because there's a word for it, where like rather than going to the law, if you do it yourself. Vigilante.
Oh,
it's
I
like a vigilante,
like
type revenge type shit. So I can see why people were on his side and like sticking up for him and stuff. But yeah, the whole situation is fucked, and especially considering like how well his career was going and stuff like that. It's just
I mean, I don't know how well his career was going because he basically stopped posting, and then because of that, the algorithm kind of just like shadow bans you. Like his videos weren't really getting that great traction. They used to pop off.
Yeah, but like once they popped off as much as they did, like you're still up.
Yeah, true. But the whole thing's just really sad. The whole thing's just so sad, and like I don't really know how to feel about it because I understand that it's horrible but at the same time,
how old is he?
20.
Yeah, that's just
and
crazy.
This man is like.
Does anyone know like how he murdered them?
Blunt force trauma.
Damn. Yeah, he went to
Yeah. And this man is like, I'm pretty sure he's like 60s or 70s or something. I think he might be late 60s.
Like therapists or any sort of person in power, like care workers or whatever, like abusing their fucking power. Nothing grinds my gears more.
And like
literally being
11
in a place
years old,
the most vulnerable type of people as well. And they're you pick on, like actually just pick on someone your own size for once, type shit.
But yeah,
that's
it's sad.
All unfolding. It is sad, and it's all unfolding over TikTok and Twitter right now. I'm sure we'll get more details probably by next episode. I imagine there'll be.
It seems to be moving pretty quickly. Like I think, well, obviously we haven't got confirmation, but I think by the sounds of what I'm seeing online, they're pretty sure like it's him that did it. Like it's a pretty clear case with a clear motive, but
all adds up and putting 2 and 2 together and getting 4 type shit, but it just hasn't been officially all confirmed in the sense of like he's being charged for it, but they haven't done the trial or anything yet. So who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, there's been so when I said this episode's juicy because there's so much drama that's been happening, I wasn't lying because we've got one little more bit of drama. This won't be as long or in depth as that one is. But last episode, we spoke about Dress to Impress, right? Well, I'm sad to inform you that Dress to Impress is cancelled.
Wait, why?
Because there's a whole load of shit to do with the creator of Dress to Impress. So,
what's her name? Gigi. Knew it.
Gigi is the creator. There's going to be a few names and things that I throw around in this, so I'll try and explain it as clearly as possible. Gigi is the creator of the Roblox game Dress to Impress. So like it's like a game within a game. We explained what the game is last episode if you want to find out what it actually is.
You just dress in fancy outfits and you vote people, and basically you just vote everyone 1 star so that you can win.
Yeah, you dress up to a theme.
That's the tactic. Yeah. That is the tactic. And it's addictive. It's
a very, very good and very fun game, right?
So good.
It's obviously not the only game of its kind to exist. Mm-hmm. So there's another game on Roblox, very similar in theme, slightly different. I think it's more like Bratz themed, this one, but there's another one called It Girl.
Okay.
And
not heard of it.
There are some, again, I haven't got every single detail, but I know the gist of this. I can't remember her name. I think it's Sarah. I'm going to say Sarah. Apologies if it's not.
Sorry, Sarah.
There's a girl called Sarah who's the creator of It Girl. And she's had a bunch of interactions with the creator of Dress to Impress. And I think at some point may have even worked with Gigi to create Dress to Impress or something along those lines. But basically, so a load of horrible interactions with Gigi. Things from like, apparently in some group chats and Discord channels and stuff that Gigi was in was like sharing around pictures of who she thought was Sarah.
Because they don't show face, do they?
No, and who she thought was Sarah. And like fat shaming this girl and like making loads of horrible jokes about her and all this kind of stuff. For no reason that was listed, but obviously it's one side of the story they're giving.
Yeah, there
definitely was beef, but like for no valid reason. But
as in, like, there might be like context to the beef that we don't know about. Who knows? But still, Gigi, what are you doing, love?
But the picture that Gigi was sharing around wasn't even Sarah, because Sarah's never put pictures of herself online.
So she's just sharing a picture of a random person and
like
just
like shaming her and stuff, and like,
shit.
Yeah, and being horrible and stuff. And then like there's been a bunch of other things. I don't know all the specific details as to what or why, but there's lots of like racist remarks and like just there's like
from Gigi.
All of these things. There's a bunch of Discord screenshots and chat screenshots for both sides of this drama, right? A bunch of like racist things, and I think something about even Gigi allegedly like basically diversity, hiring people to help with Dress to Impress and that kind of stuff. And then just basically behind closed doors, it seems, just saying really loads of horrible stuff. Then there was another game. Can't remember what that one was called. I think like Fashion Famous or something similar to that. Again, another sort of similar game, like a clone of those games.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently Gigi allegedly tried to hack that game and like basically remove the clothes of all the people in that game so that game would get taken down for like having nudity. And obviously it's Roblox, it's a kids game and stuff like that. And like doing all these dodgy things.
What?
And doing like just basically just being a really horrible person and a really toxic person to other like games and stuff. And apparently like not inciting hate for It Girl and stuff like that, but when it was happening and stuff, not like being an advocate to stop it.
But Gigi shouldn't even care, because Dress to Impress is so clear of all the others.
Literally.
Like, you don't
didn't have a collab with like Billie Eilish or some shit or someone.
Yeah, and like it is huge. Like Dress to Impress has like billions of plays. Like it's probably it might
probably is the biggest.
It might even be the biggest one. Like it's massive. Like there is no need for her to try and bring competition down, because babe, there is none. Let's be real. Like there's competitors, but there's no competition. So you don't need to be trying to attack the ones that are way down here. Like that's just tragic. Gigi, do better.
And I think because it was like one of them things where people just kind of like one person does one thing and everyone else just dog piles with their experiences and stuff. And apparently she came out of like a Google Doc and stuff and basically addressing most of the things, but not like I think not some of the racist things, and not some of basically like addressing most of it and trying to like putting it to bed. But I think a lot of the like putting it to bed was just like, when all this happened was years and years ago, and I was like 14 and just like an edgy kid and all that kind of shit, which is like still not okay, but like everyone sort of goes through that phase,
and where was this posted?
I think you'll probably be able to find it all on Twitter.
I was going to say, it's probably on Twitter,
I got all this info from a Pyrocynical video, so he covered it all in depth. And yeah, the reason I can't remember the details was there were so many, I'm not sitting through and reading all of them.
Fair.
But the gist of it was this, and I like skim read some of them, so it was basis.
Gigi girl, that's really disappointing. I love Dress to Impress, but you're not doing yourself any favors right now, love.
Yeah.
I still think it's really funny as well. One of my friends, this is kind of relevant, kind of not.
Yeah.
Just a side thing about like making games and doing well on Roblox. I found out recently that, I kind of knew some context about it, but not too much. My friend Joe, shout out Joe. Did I ever tell you he's made a Roblox game when he was a kid and it like blew up?
I feel like maybe, I'm not sure. I don't remember.
It's got like millions of plays. It's a Batman game.
What? That's sick. What's it called? Plug it.
Let me get it up. Shall I say his Roblox username? Maybe not. It's some Batman thing, basically. Like, look, place visits. He's got 2.5 million visits. He did really well from it. Got a really nice Roblox.
See that SpongeBob character?
It's SpongeBob with a minion head. Really nice. And his bio is, I'm Batman. I've been trying to branch out on Roblox and play some games that aren't just Dress to Impress.
Becoming more of a gamer.
Yeah. Me and Lewis, my housemate, for those that don't know, we played one the other week, and it was the one where you're chained together and you have to do like...
You're playing chained together in Roblox.
Yeah. Oh my God, it was infuriating.
The beta squad did that on...
like, it was so stressful. I genuinely was so stressed playing it. And this is a game for kids. It was so difficult.
Well, Chained Together originally, it is a rage game because it's one of the things where you could be at the finish line, one jump to make, and you could fall all the way back down to the bottom.
We did really well, and then I can't remember who...
Who messed you up? Was you doing just you two, or was it the one where you've got 4?
It was just us 2.
Yeah.
I can't remember who messed up. I feel like it might have been me.
But
it was stress.
You know what?
I thought this is actively like heightening my blood pressure as we speak. I could not do this at like 10 years old.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on to our last recording thing. This one is a bit more of a lighthearted thing. It's kind of twisted, but it's like lighthearted and it's funny. So, down your Red Bull.
Cheers to that.
Do you know of a channel on YouTube called Darman?
No.
You've probably seen their videos.
Darman.
Yeah, you've probably seen their videos when I explain it, but like just not known the channel name. I didn't for ages until I went to America.
Mm-hmm.
They're these like really cringe acting, like kind of like life lesson videos on YouTube. They somehow get millions and millions of views.
Right.
Where it'll be like, for example, it'll be like a guy and a girl go on a date, and the guy's got no money because he's starting a business or whatever, and he just doesn't have a lot of money at the moment. And the girl instantly is like gold digging. He's like, no, like this isn't going to work for me. Again, really cringe acting. He's like, this isn't working for me, whatever. We'll give him his flour and whatever back and dip. And then something will happen in the video. And at the end of it, he'll somehow magically turn up at the same event or place where she is. And he'll be in like a Porsche and have like loads of money and stuff like that. And she'll be like, oh my God. And then suddenly want him back and all that type of thing. Then the video will just end. Like that type shit.
Lesson learned.
There's a channel on YouTube that I discovered the other day through Rem's stream. So shout out Rem. I was watching it, he told me about, called Tomorrow's Teachings.
Okay.
And what they do is they basically market and like thumbnail and title their videos in the same way, but much more extreme, to the point where it's almost like, how is this even on YouTube? Right? It's kind of clever marketing. But so, for example, one I watched the other day was like, God, it was almost a porn title. Like, it was literally like, girl cheats on her boyfriend with his brother type thing. And you click on the video, and the start of the video is like, the boyfriend's brother, like, goes to the bathroom, take a dick pic, and accidentally sends it into like the family group chat with all of them in there. And then simultaneously as this is happening, the girl's boyfriend is leaving to go to war, like to go in the army and go to war and whatever. And then literally just as he pulls off the driveway, them two stay behind, and she'll be like, so that it's literally like the start of a porno, like this fucking thing, right? And then it just goes into like a stupid over the top, like funny video, like that cringe acting, but on purpose and amplified. So for example, it would be like, as it gets to the part where the boyfriend's brother and her are about to get it on or whatever. The dad comes in with like a really stereotypical like fucking like Republican hat on and like a wig that's really shit on and like a beer that he has in his hand at all times throughout this thing. And like
Dad's always got a beer.
And rather it wearing like the Darman video at that point, if it wasn't absurd enough already, he would be like, oh, this is wrong, and trying to put him on the right path or whatever it be. He'll come in and like, so if you're cheating on her brother, on his brother with him, why don't we all get involved? And then he goes over, gets involved as well on this thing, and the mum comes in the room.
So before you know it, they're having a freak off.
Yeah, they're having a freak off, and the mum comes in the room. She joins in. They're all going at it.
Family freak off.
You obviously don't see it. Like it'll just be a thing where they like throw the covers up in the air, or it will just cut to like after the fact happened. And then it's like, yeah, it's just really, really but that's absurd.
Kind of iconic.
It is. This one is really smart marketing.
That first one that you were talking about was a bit tragic.
Yeah.
This is quite iconic.
Yeah, it's
because it's like ironic.
Yeah, and it's like really smart marketing.
It's almost like high tier humor because they know that it's like a piss take.
Yeah,
kind of.
You click on it thinking this is completely wrong. This shouldn't be on YouTube, and then by the end of it, you're laughing because it's just a hilarious, like absurd video.
Oh my God.
They have a lot that are actually like worse. Like there are actually ones that are like there's a line,
a bit cringe.
Not cringe, but like some of them there's just like there's a line and it goes over the line like a little bit.
It's a bit too much.
But some of the more tamer ones, like that one and some other ones,
are really funny.
And that's not even the end of the video. There's so much more shit that happens in that thing, but it's just it's funny. It's just that whatever you think's going to happen in like a typical like cringe kind of Darman style, it just goes left. And just
bad
goes
acting
elsewhere.
When it's in that context is really funny, but bad acting when it's like trying to be good acting is cringe.
Yeah, they're so good. Those I'll show you one after
same
this.
Vibe for like, oh, I'm about to piss some people off, but like EastEnders or Coronation Street acting, like that's cringe. That's bad acting. That's trying to be good acting.
And people eat it up.
But like that vibe of like dad's always got to have a beer in his hand with a MAGA hat, like like probably fat, probably wearing a vest or something and like shorts.
That exact type thing.
That's kind of funny because it's kind of ironic.
Yeah, the videos are fucking hilarious, and I'll show you one after this. But yeah, that was one thing that I found in the week that's a bit more lighthearted and just hilarious. So go if you want to. Again, some of them there is a line. I don't recommend watching it at work or with your family around. But they're fucking hilarious. But I think that brings us to the end of this episode.
That was a long episode.
It was a long episode. I don't know how much of this is going to make it or get cut or edited or whatever, but
we
it's
had
still
a lot
going to
to
be a long
say.
one. Either way, yeah, a lot of stuff's been happening.
Been a busy ass week.
A lot of stuff's been happening recently. But as always, guys, if you're on our audio platforms, that's Apple Podcasts, and Spotify, please go ahead and give us a rating. Leave an honest rating of whatever you thought of the episode. And also, if you can, because I still haven't had any, but I believe it's a thing, please leave a comment. Because I think you can leave comments on audio platforms.
We could go on Apple Music though. Maybe I could sing.
Yeah, make a little
I
song.
did sing a couple times in this podcast, so maybe we could do some little mini songs and put them up on Apple Music if you guys want us to.
Facts. Or anyways, if you're on YouTube and you've been watching along with us, thank you ever so much. If you are still watching at this point, please don't forget to subscribe for more episodes like this one. We drop at Sunday, 6 p.m. UK time. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Leave a comment if you want us to do or talk about anything on the podcast specifically, or just what your thoughts are. And then anything helps. And follow us on our Instagram and TikTok at everythingnothing.pod. On the screens behind us if you're on YouTube. I'll say it again for the audio platforms at everythingnothing.pod. But apart from that, guys...
Say it again. Everythingnothing.pod.
But apart from that, guys, we'll see you next week for the next episode. Goodbye.
Love you. Bye.